You are in luck. The time is right. It is just days before the first full moon after the summer solstice. The waxing light illuminates the doorway into Fairyland. You are invited to enter this portal and follow the path to discover the magic and wonder within. But be warned, to stray from the path can be dangerous. The Fae love company so much that they may wish to keep you in Fairyland forever. Not such a bad fate, you may think. After all, it is enchanting within. Endless parties and feasting. The natural world of the Fae is heartbreakingly beautiful. It is your choice if you will stay forever, I suppose. But just know that enchantment includes both kindness and cruelty, spells of power and powerlessness. You'll discover that as you walk the path and meet all the magical creatures along the path. You may know many of their stories. You'll need your own story to be able to move among them. The best way through is to know why you are here, to not be glamored into forgetting who you are in the ordinary world. To safely pass through the fairy realms, you must have a once-upon-a-time role and a quest. Begin by choosing your once-upon-a-time role. Are you a beleaguered princess, a lovesick prince, a simple yet fearless adventurer, a king or queen under a spell, a brave and clever orphan, or perhaps a story of your own unique creation? Make your choice and enter Fairyland. Now that you know your once-upon-a-time role, you'll want to discover your quest. Every inhabitant of Fairyland has one. Find the Wizard Watchtower, the highest spot in the Fairyland. The wizard can help you discover your quest. Here are some of Fairyland's favorites. To find true love, to find a treasure, to spell, to heal the land, to return home to a better life. Or perhaps you have a quest that is uniquely your own. Name it so you can claim its power. You are now ready to follow the path into Fairyland. But it isn't all balls and banquets here. Oftentimes your quest will ask you to complete a magic task, and not one task. The magic of fairy is the power of 3. You must complete 3 tasks to make it through Fairyland. Which tasks you will complete is up to you. You'll discover many of them from favorite fairy tales. As you walk the path, keep an eye out for the tasks that speak to you. You will have until the cock crows 3 times to welcome dawn to complete your task. You have my favorite. Provide aid to a Fairyland inhabitant. Prove yourself brave, kind, and true. Speaking of true, perhaps giving someone true love's kiss will be your task. You want to visit the fairy godmother's costumery to pick out a signature piece of clothing. Dress plays an important role in fairy tales. Kings, queens, tailors, bakers, candlestick makers often wear a signature piece of clothing like a crown, an apron, a red cloak. What's your character's signature piece of costumery? As you roam through Fairyland, you'll also find your magical powers. Sorcerers, enchanters, wise crones, talking animals are quite common in Fairyland. You want to discover your own powers and make use of them throughout your evening in Fairyland. Kindness, courage, cleverness are just a few prized Fairyland powers. Magic, spellcasting, healing are also valuable. You'll find your powers along the path. Choose 3. You'll also want to find your allies. Keep an eye out. So many magical creatures inhabit Fairyland. Some are here to help you. Mice are perhaps the most famous helpers. Thus we call our allies helper mice in Fairyland. Special gathering places like pubs, taverns, and tea rooms help our fairy tale friends find each other. Perhaps the best place to find them is in the Fairy Queen's ballroom. You'll want to find several. An invisible or visible animal helper with powers, maybe a fairy godmother, a wizard, dwarf, or hedge witch. So many helper mice inhabit Fairyland, but not all are here to help. There are many here in Fairyland who who would try to stop you from achieving your quest and keep you trapped here in fairyland forever. Some of these fairyland inhabitants can be found at the Dragon Den of Dice. That's a known haunt for baddies like wicked kings and queens, evil stepmoms, the town bully, giants. In fairy tales, there are a whole host of obstacles to happiness. Usually it takes the form of some kind of wicked parent, king or stepmom, something that's inside the castle. The second possibility is being laid siege by something outside the castle, a giant, dragon, troll, or a big bad wolf. Weaponry often has a starring role in fairy tales. Enchanted swords, huntsmen, axes, bows and arrows, even magical musical instruments can be used in the fairy tale fight between good and evil. Do you carry a weapon? If so, what is it and what is its magic power? As you roam the night market, keep an eye out for enchanted objects. Enchanted objects are an important part of the fairy tale landscape. These objects can help a fairy tale character with their quests. Things like magic quills, special combs, handkerchiefs, and sometimes they can be obstacles along the path like spindles, red shoes, and magic mirrors. And don't forget about the treasure. This is the fulfillment of your wish at the beginning, the outcome that signals the fulfillment of your happily ever after. What treasure do you seek? This is a really tricky question to be considered from many facets, because in most of our stories, there is a tendency to believe in material riches as the source of happiness, especially in fairy tales. In our very physical world, we believe that the genie lamp, the golden eggs, the spun gold are the treasures that matter the most, and we will sacrifice almost all other forms of happiness in pursuit of these most tangible of material treasures. So what is the treasure you are seeking? Is it a golden goose? Lays golden eggs? The ability to spin straw into gold? A hidden pirate's treasure? A genie lamp in a treasure cave? Find your treasure in the treasure cave. After finding your treasure, you'll want to consider how you'll celebrate the completion of your quest. Every fairy tale that ends with "they lived happily ever after" has one, a celebration of some kind. It could be a ball, a wedding, an awards ceremony, or being crowned king or queen. What is your happily ever after celebration? And finally, every story ends with the return home. Where is your home now? Is it a castle or a palace? A cozy cottage? A pirate ship? Maybe a farm? Find your home in the fortune teller forest. Enjoy your time in fairyland.